Can your bourbon beat my bourbon? Let's find out. Well, tonight, the challenger, Hard Truth, Sweet Mash Wheated Bourbon, mash bill BW2. It is a bottled in bond, and it is 100 proof. I thought a good matchup against this, provided by Dave Vogelsang, naturally, would be my Fiddler Chin Music. Now it's, I don't think it's a bottled in bond, but it is 100 proof, and it is 5 years, 8 months, and I believe the Hard Truth is around 5 years. So I thought it would be a good matchup. Same proof. They're both wheated bourbons. The Fiddler talks about being finished in toasted barrels, so it might have a little bit different profile than the Hard Truth. We're going to find out. Which one do I like better? I really like the Chin Music. Well, while we're waiting on the Wheel of Fire to do its thing, you can go to hardtruth.com and you can learn about their Sweet Mash Wheated Bourbon. It says their Sweet Mash begins with entirely fresh ingredients, known as the Sweet Mash process, where sour mash reuses a portion of each batch. It also mutes some of the flavor. By using a sweet mash, we're able to highlight the complexity and pleasant flavors from our grains and reach the peak flavor in our new charred American oak barrels. So we're going to put 2 minutes on a timer, and we're going to start right to left and see which one I like best. So here we go. I'm going to start on the right. Very nice. Some sweet wheat. Definitely some like brown sugar, molasses going on there. Very traditional wheated bourbon. Wheated sweet bourbon. There we go. Cheers. Oh, that is good. Nice, rich flavor. You definitely get that wheat profile. Man, it's like it's like a gingerbread cookie to me. Very nice. Go to the left. Now this smells different. This is a little more nuttier profile. The wheat not as prominent. More bourbon-esque than the one on the right. Cheers. A lot more spice going on in this one. Less traditional wheat profile. More like pancakes and syrup than the gingerbread cookie. I actually think the right one was a little sweeter, but this has got more spice going for it. Back to the right. That is so smooth and rich and just the right amount of sweetness. But also the flavors are very simple. There's not a lot of baking spices and other flavors going on in there. It tastes like a sweet wheat bourbon. And we're going to go back to the left. This is good. Now to me, this tastes a little more corn forward than the one on the right. But you have a little more complexity. It's a little more going on in this bourbon, and definitely a lot more spice, baking spices going on. It's definitely, even though they're the same proof, the left actually drinks higher than the right. When we come right back, I'm going to score these, and one is coming off the podium. Wow. In the break, I'd actually pour a little more because I had a tie. So I had to break the tie. Well, guess what? I couldn't break the tie. Okay, we are going to sudden death. Well, how did that come about, Mike? After I did the filming of this, what you just watched, I put out a short basically saying, and it was kind of like in fun, that basically I was stumped. I had come to a draw, to a stalemate, to a tie, and I couldn't get beyond it. I couldn't, during that filming, figure out which one I liked better. So I put out a couple of suggestions, mostly in jest, but then I was really kind of like, what do you think? And several people, like one was, yeah, give up bourbon. I think that was Dave. That's because he wants my bourbon, of course. He wants this wall behind me. Thanks, Dave. Kidding. And other ones was like, just buy them both, which is actually a good suggestion. I've gone out and bought the Hard Truth now, so I've actually done that. But one suggestion actually stuck with me, and I actually liked it, and that's what we're going to do, and that was the sudden death. So we're going to put 1 minute on the clock, and I've already poured the two here, marked down what they are, and I'm going to have to decide a winner. One of these is coming off the podium. Doesn't matter which one, I just have to figure out which one I like best. So it's a different evening, I've had a different meal, maybe I will look at this with a different perspective. That's a big word, Mike. So, you really can't go wrong with either of them. The Hard Truth, Wheated Bourbon, or the Fiddler Chin Music, they're both excellent bourbons. Okay, I think I've spun that enough. We're going to put 1 minute on there, and we're going to make, or we're going to find a winner. So let's go. On the right, sweet, a little nutty. On the left, a little bit of, picked up a little bit of ethanol there in the flavor. First bourbon of the day. Back to the right. Definitely a little nuttier profile on the one on the right. More baking spices, a little bolder flavor on the one on the left. This is a good tasting though. I started on the right, so I need to end on the left. Definitely a little bolder here. Could be a little proofier or taste a little proofier. I definitely picked up a little ethanol in that first taste, and then it kind of went away as my palate got used to it. But this was the first one I tasted, so it's kind of unusual that I picked up the ethanol on the second sip or the second tasting. I'm going to have to say that I think I like this a smidgen. Yeah, look that one up, right? A smidgen. Tiny amount better. It does have a little nutty profile, but you know, there's some bourbons I like, some Jim Beam bourbons, some MGP bourbons that I actually like that little bit of nutty profile with the sweetness. So tonight I like this by just a hair. So what was the loser? The loser was glass F, Fiddler Chin Music. Lost, I lost. Tonight, the Hard Truth Wheated Bourbon at 100 proof, they're both 100 proof, is the winner. Luckily, I've bought a backup to this, right? So Dave is the winner. This is still a delicious bourbon. And I got backups of this one too. So I love a good wheated bourbon. They are both good wheated bourbons. I would have no problem drinking, buying, backing up either one of them. But tonight, sudden death, hard truth comes out on top. So we hope you will like this video, comment, and share. And what do you think about the hard truth and the chin music? Do you think the hard truth is better? Let me know. So as always, never drink and drive. Please drink responsibly. And I'm going to drink them both. Cheers.